Spooky Talk.
Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present Girls vs. Ghost Media's Spooky Talk with Madison Smith from Madison Paranormal.
Spooky Talk.
You can find Spooky Talk every other Sunday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, right here live on Paranormal Buzz Radio. Be sure to join in the live interactive chat by going to Spreaker.com or downloading the Spreaker app for all devices.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Madison Smith.
Hello everyone, I am Madison Smith, and I'd like to welcome you all to Spooky Talk with Maddie. Tonight's guest is someone I first met at Farrar School in Maxwell, Iowa. He is an awesome investigator and has been to a lot of awesome locations by himself and with his team. So let's give a big, spoopy welcome to Josh... Darn it. I just forgot how to freaking pronounce your name.
Jonah.
Thank you. I was about to say Joshua. I'm like, no, that's not right, man. Well, here's the one amazing guest.
Thanks for having me on, Maddie.
No problem. And don't mind my antics. I have like the attention span of a fly. And I forget everything. Literally.
Me too.
As
fine.
you can tell.
We've only met how many times and you're already forgetting my name? Jeez.
Look, man, quarantine is driving me nuts.
Quarantine brain.
Quarantine brain, yes.
It's a thing. It is a thing.
I swear it is. Like, every 2 minutes I'm like, what's my dog's name again? Okay. So, hello everyone in the comments. Hello Matt, hello Shay. I don't even know why I'm dancing. Okay, shall we begin?
Let's do it.
So how long have you been investigating, and when did you figure out you wanted to investigate?
Well, I've been investigating since 2014, so a little over 6 years. Officially started the team in January 2014.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, went to a couple abandoned houses and did some Ouija board stuff. And, I was 19 years old doing that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
And then I was 20 when I started the team.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and talk... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What you asked what got me into it, right?
Yeah.
So what got me into it, I had experiences growing up, and I don't know, things just kind of led me to the path of doing that. I was kind of making some bad choices in life at the time and needed to find a healthy hobby. And it pretty much saved my life. So gave me something to focus on, something to do, stay consistent with, and I just took it and ran with it.
Okay. And you said that you played with Ouija boards, or did the Ouija boards,
Yep.
Okay. So, do you have any thoughts on them? Or
I think a spirit box is worse than the Ouija board.
Honestly, I can't really understand spirit boxes as well, so I've got to agree.
I just, I don't know. I think Ouija boards back when they were originally designed and used were probably an incredible experience, but we have way better methods of communication now that, to me, Ouija boards are just boring, and I'm too kind of skeptical about them. I mean, I've kind of had my own experiences with them, but they still kind of make me question if they're legit.
Yeah, but you gotta admit they are kind of fun, just to test them out and do things with them, in my opinion, at least.
They're fun to talk about. People act like they're freaked out. Like, you touched a Ouija board? Yeah. Yes, I did.
No, so, on YouTube, everything, everybody freaking out about them.
It's just Hollywood. Hollywood being Hollywood and making everybody scared of everything.
Yeah, I like to watch those videos and just debunk them. I used to have this notebook, where I actually wrote things down, but I don't know where the heck it went. It either got thrown away, or it's just lost.
I just like watching people's reactions to things that are scary to them, but to me it's just like, eh. Like their Ouija board.
Yeah. And Shay just reminded me in the comments, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and I'll make sure to read them. And if I do not see them, spam them. Okay? Okay. So, were your family okay with you investigating the paranormal, or did you hide it from them, really?
No, they were really supportive of it at first. My dad actually bought me my first spirit box and my first digital recorder.
Okay.
But they didn't really open up to the whole thing until years later, but they always remained pretty skeptical about it. But now they're more in tune with it, and I think they're starting to come around and believe it more.
Okay. And is that what you meant by at first? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was about to say, are they, not in it now or something?
Yeah, no, they weren't believers of it, I don't think, or at least they weren't. They supported me wanting to do it, but they didn't support it,
Yeah. So they were okay with you doing it, but, the actual...
yeah, it just wasn't their cup of tea, basically.
Yeah. Okay, and I can understand that, really. My mom, she was kind of like that. She was like, okay, you can do it, but I'm not going to. Justin just said, Jonah's adorable.
Oh my gosh. Justin, get out of here.
Then there's also Matt, spam sandwich. Very nice. Actually, can I try a spam sandwich? Whenever y'all see me, y'all have to, give me one.
That's gross.
I've never really had spam before, so.
You gotta be desperate to eat it.
Okay. That's your opinion.
That is my opinion.
I won't know unless I try it.
The best way to eat it is fried. But, again, that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Justin's just, laughing in the comments. He's like, Okay. So, what was the first place that you investigated, and what was your experience there?
The first place I ever investigated was a place in Newton called the Mershon Home. And it was one of the first houses in Newton, Iowa, or in Jasper County, I believe. I can't remember how many rooms are in the house. I want to say there's like 16 rooms in the house. Nowadays, it's an apartment building. They just kind of split some walls and basically turned them into like a 3 or 4 different apartments in one building. But we experienced our first disembodied voice there. That was pretty cool. It was a guy. We were in the basement, and a man from like the back corner said, "Hey guys." That was pretty crazy.
Okay. By the way, thank you, Matt.
Trying to get in the comments here, but
Matt's saying that he's gonna bring me a spam sandwich in August. Thanks. I'm very much appreciated. Okay. So, do you want to move on to the next one, or do you want some time to get into the comments?
there we go. Now, man. So you can go to the next one.
Okay. So I've heard that you've had some pretty awesome things happen to you at Ferrar, and you have a flirty spirit there that likes you. Can you tell us some more about that?
No, this is a PG rated chat. Yeah,
Shay,
I do.
please.
I do have what it seems to be a spirit at Farrar that has some sort of feelings towards me. I've had some comments made towards me that would indicate that, at least. And she does seem to come around every time I'm there, and I start doing any kind of communication, whether it's spirit box or I like a necrophonic or spiritist or anything like that. She seems to come through. But
I think Ghosty likes you.
but I'm not even sure if it's a female or if it's a male because Justin, Big Country, Neville. You familiar with him?
Look, man, like I said before the show even started, I can't even remember names off the top of my head.
He's with the Southern Paranormal Hunters from Tennessee. He was up at Farrar in fact, and he was. We were having quite the ITC session, and there was a couple spirits flirting with him, and turned out to be apparently a couple guys. So who knows?
They say your words. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny.
Justin, get out of here.
Go ahead. Put more in the comments. Make me laugh.
So for those that don't know, Justin in the comments, he's a team member of Jones Paranormal Research.
Wait, so he's part of your team, but
Yes.
you're telling him to get out?
Yes.
Well, that's not very nice. That's not very nice, you know?
He's distracting.
Well, he is kind of, but it's fine, man. He's part of your team. You can scold him when you meet him, you know. Next time that you meet him, you can be like, "What? Why were you in the comments? Why? Tell me why."
I'll get him next Saturday.
He's joking. He loves me.
I do love you.
Aw. Okay. So I was also told that you've caught some pretty awesome EVPs at Farrar. One being, "You stinks."
Saying what?
So I've heard that you've got some pretty awesome EVPs at Farrar. One being, "You stinks."
You stinks.
Look, man, I just heard it, okay?
I mean, I've let some air go out of my body and been told it stinks. from the living and the dead, so it makes sense.
Now see, that's where the problem begins, man. Now see, that's when it gets bad. When the spirits.
I've always said it's not an official investigation until at least one person farts.
Well, I'm never gonna be one of those people. I told you it's Jonah's farts.
It's probably good. It's probably your dad.
What do you mean?
For your team, it's probably your dad that lets him go.
I'm not even gonna say what he's done at Walmart.
At Walmart?
Yeah.
Where are you getting Walmart from?
I'm not even gonna tell you what he does. Like, I'm more of the, like, I won't do anything in front of people. Like, I won't even eat if I have the choice. I'm more of that person just in the background, like, okay, I'm fine, you know. But, yeah. Once I actually started getting into this,
you're like the most socially awkward, the most socially awkward person I've ever met in my life.
You're right. Like, somebody will ask me a question, and I'm just like, no. Like, I'll sit there for like a minute. Maddie the wallfly? What?
No, it's Maddie the murder hornet.
No.
Yeah.
No. I wouldn't murder nobody.
Because you're big enough for everybody to see. If
Like,
you're in
yes,
the
I
room,
am.
people, it's all eyes on Maddie.
I don't want to be looked at. Like, literally, if somebody looks at me at Walmart, I'm like, like, I get freaked out even then. Okay. Shall we get back to the questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't know how the heck we got to me being a freaking murderer hornet. Like, honestly.
Just say figure fly on the wall.
I'm a fly on the wall. Okay. So, since we have been under the pandemic, I know that you've been sneaking out. Where have you been going during this partial lockdown? And what have you discovered?
As far as sneaking out, I go to Casey's every once in a while.
Nice.
And I discover that people just don't care.
Wow.
No, we went to Edinburgh Manor a couple weeks ago, and then we went to the Granger House, the Victorian Home
Nice.
Museum in Marion, Iowa. That place is beautiful. Have you been there?
Not yet. Like,
go.
I've seen their booth, but never been there.
You should definitely go.
I know. Okay. So, Matt, that one time at softball camp, ... We never speak of that. Okay, and then Justin, Madison, this one's for you. What's your take on the lady that said you shouldn't be in the paranormal field? I'm just curious. Okay, so because this is PG, I'm gonna be nice. Okay, now this is actually like my opinion. She has her own opinion, and I don't care. Like, she can think what she wants, but as long as my parents are okay with it and I'm okay with it, I don't really care. Like, I have a bunch of people behind me supporting me, and if they're there, okay. But just because one person wants to offset that doesn't mean that I should just be like, you know what, I'm done. No, I'm going to keep on going and ignore that person.
Amen to
Because
that.
I don't care.
And all I've got to say in regards to that is I haven't heard a single thing about that lady since then. So she must have just crawled in a hole.
Yeah. Yeah, even my sister went on her.
Everybody did.
Like, for God's sakes, my sister, me and her are not the bestest friends, but she was like she was calling that lady out. And her dog Jake, he was a comforter. He was more like, it's okay, Maddie. It's going to be okay. Well, I'm just kind of sitting in my room, like, eating potato chips, like, am I really? Like, amen. Thank you for sharing your opinion. No problem. She crawled back into the void. What?
Yeah.
I went crazy on YouTube. Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know. Honestly, I like how we get like so off its subject that we're literally talking about somebody else at this point. We're like, oh yeah, this show's about you, but we're just gonna talk about this other random lady. Okay? You know?
It doesn't always have to be about me. It's fine.
Nah, it does. You know good and well. Because you want to be famous.
I do not want to be famous.
Yeah, neither do I. I never even asked for it. Okay, no. But, like, it's okay. But it really, like, I'm really socially awkward. And I don't really like to talk to people. So when people come up to me, hi, Maddie, and know my name, that's what freaks me out.
Yeah.
Because, like, people know my name, and I'm just like, I don't know you. Stop.
See, people don't know my name, but if I go out and about around here where I live, people are like, you look familiar. It's like, yeah, probably. And then they're like,
Yeah.
Are you a ghost hunter? I was like, yeah. My house is haunted too. I was like, okay. I'm just trying to get a bag of chips or something.
I'm literally going to Walmart to get a bag of chips. What else do you want?
Like,
I didn't ask to be bombarded.
I could not imagine being famous. I don't want to deal with that.
Me neither.
I ain't trying to be Zach Bagans.
Demons. This spoon is a demon. Okay. Okay. Enough of the rants and stuff. Jonah, the bully buster. Yes, queen.
Facts.
Okay. Facts. Okay. So, did you ask the spirits if they knew what was going on with the COVID-19 breakout?
Yeah.
Or no?
Well, not at every investigation. Ashley and I went to Beatty Mansion in March.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when it was really starting to pick up. You know, people were still freaking out about the toilet paper, and things were shelves were just starting to get empty and stuff. So it was really when people started losing their minds. We went to Beatty, and we asked them a couple times if they knew what was going on in the world. I can't remember if they said anything in regards to that or not. Well, it's kind of hard to know because they were talking about a sickness, but we were also asking, about Armstrong and Eliza, which both of them died from a sickness too. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing like direct regarding the coronavirus.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make that clear. Okay. So, I've been told sometimes you have an issue with mirrors and windows. Sometimes during investigation, when you forget where they are, you scare yourself.
I want to know where you're getting your information from, first of all.
That's secret. Sorry.
The one that sticks out to me the most is a couple years ago, I went to Edinburgh Manor, and we were just kind of walking around the place, doing the tour, or whatever. And I remember walking. It's on video too, and it's on one of the bloopers on YouTube.
Oh,
And
no.
I walk past this window, and I see my reflection in it, and it just absolutely scared the crap out of me.
I almost just dropped my phone because of that. My elbow hit it. Oh, God.
I do that all the time, though. I really do. Like, I'll forget that something's there, like strings. There's like strings hanging down from a Beatty Mansion, and I'll forget that they're there. And they'll just, gently rub against my neck and put me almost into a coma.
Wow. Like, this one time I was walking into my office and I have this, like, mirror mounted on the door because this used to be my sister's room. She just didn't want it anymore. I walked in, I sat down, I looked over, and I forgot that it was there. And it was, like, 12 o'clock in the morning, and the lights were off and everything. So I looked over, and I dropped my Chromebook. I was like, I am so freaking stupid.
It's an insulting feeling when you scare yourself. And you're only insulting.
Honestly, like, when I get scared of something, I make it up as a joke, unless it's a bug. If it's a bug, oh, heck no, I'm sorry, but, like, bugs are scary. I don't care if it's a butterfly, a freaking mosquito, I am scared of it.
No, you want to know what's scary? Is being in Waverly Hills Sanatorium and having bats come at your head.
Oh, I've dealt with bats.
Yeah, but not when you're in that place. Your attention level is already on edge. You're already, bug-eyed and just, wow, I'm actually in Waverly Hills Sanatorium doing the thing right now. Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, you got something dive bombing at your head. It's definitely is not the most pleasant experience.
The bats are just like, our target has been spotted. Go, go, go. Like,
and I never knew that bats were attracted to flashlights and stuff like that.
Oh, no, they are.
So they, every time we turned the flashlight on, they just came swooping right at us.
Well, that's one way to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I have not been to Waverly Hills yet because I'm not 18.
Oh, I didn't know that they had an age limit.
Well, on public ones they do. I can go to private ones, I just can't go to public ones.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a place and a half.
Yeah, like, I'd really like to go there, honestly. Like, it's on my go-to list. But I can't go. Because I'm too young. Like, why? Why would you do this to me? Like, I can be professional most of the time. Sometimes I joke around, but most of the time I'm professional.
You know what? If you're not having fun while investigating, then you're not doing it right, and you're not doing it for the right reasons. So,
yeah, like I honestly, like, I will be quiet when it's time to be quiet, but when it's not time, I am joking around, and I'm just like, party.
Right.
Like, I'll just freaking sit in a chair and just eat. So. And then everybody's talking about bloopers now. You shared some bloopers on your Facebook recently. Good old bloopers. Love bloopers. I'll have to check them out. Well, prepare to be made fun of. The bloopers.
I've been used to it my whole life.
Same. Sadly. Okay. Okay, so what would you say is your top 3 investigations and why?
Top 3?
Yeah.
Way to put me on the spot.
No problem.
So, Beatty Mansion, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, and then we did Johnny and I and my friend, our friend Scott Johnson from Cedar Rapids Paranormal Investigations. We went and did a poor farm here in Iowa. I can't tell you exactly where. It's a private thing, but that was an incredible place. I wish I could convince them to open it up to the public, but she didn't want nothing to do with it, especially after we were done.
So, in the comments, you almost fell asleep on camera, huh?
I did fall asleep, apparently. I don't know
how did that happen?
I have no idea, okay, because I was listening to the spirit box doing the Estes method, and so I had the spirit box just blaring in my ears. I don't understand how I fell asleep.
Literally, you just hear the blaring and you're just like...
Yeah, you can hear me on video just straight snoring. And then Johnny goes to wake me up, but...
You're just like, look, man, I'm tired. Let me sleep.
I don't know which places... Shay asked, was that at Farrar? What was at Farrar? And then Justin said that place was awesome. I don't know what place you're talking about.
I just got a drink. Okay. So.
But yeah, so that poor farm that Johnny and I and our friend Scott went to, and then Beatty Mansion and Waverly Hills Sanatorium, definitely my top 3.
Okay, so Matt just made up an excuse for you. You were in a quote-unquote deep meditation.
Yeah, could have been.
Yep, I was snoring in a deep meditation.
Justin, we went... I'm talking about a different poor farm that we did.
Oh, I thought I found one at anyway. Fa.
Oh, you said fa. I want fa.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
You're ready after this? No, that's like the new word for fun. Did you have pho?
No, seriously. Do you even know what pho is?
No.
Are you serious?
No. I don't know.
P-H-O, you've never heard of pho? It looks like pho, but it's pho. Wow. Is your dad listening to this? David?
I have no idea.
Figure it out. It's like a Vietnamese ramen soup, but but don't think of it like ramen noodles, because that'll just ruin the idea of it. It's a wonderful, just soul healing soup. It's just amazing.
I love soup, so I'm gonna have to try that.
You really are gonna have to try it.
Freaking
Ashley doesn't like soup that much, but I was like, babe, you have to try pho. She's like, okay, let's go get it, and now she loves it. So,
nerdy. Pho is expensive. My type of soup.
It's cheap. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yeah, we're cheap. So my favorite soup is from Subway.
I can't. I can only eat that every once in a while.
Same. My parents are like, Maddie, we're not going to Subway just for you to eat your soup and your sandwich. So yeah. So now we go to Caparotti's. Okay.
Caparotti's.
At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Now you're just making me question myself.
Good.
It's a sandwich joint.
Oh, gotcha.
It's really good. Oh, with your Italian. No tomato, though. I like tomatoes.
You don't like tomatoes? Do you like ketchup?
Yeah. I just don't like tomatoes in general because, like, they're just way too watery. Ketchup's okay. Like, I'll eat it occasionally, but no.
Doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Look, man, I have no idea, okay? I really don't know.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You do you.
You do you, boo. You do you. Okay. So, what is some of the best evidence that you've gathered so far?
Best evidence. So last year, one of the things I was really focusing on was if spirits can feel temperature. And so I don't really necessarily have a best evidence regarding that, but from the different questions and answers that I got throughout last year, focusing on that topic, it definitely appears that spirits can feel temperature, hot and cold. So I learned that from them. That's what appears that they told me that. Best evidence.
Yeah, you think. See how hard it is?
I think some of our best evidence is not released yet.
Wow. Wait, leave us hanging.
So it's one of them is I'm just waiting for that to be released on VidiSpace from Edinburgh Manor.
Nice.
And then the video from Granger House that I'm still working on has some pretty crazy stuff in it too. Have you ever done the Estes method or you ever tried that?
Can you remind me what that is?
So basically the idea is it's sensory deprivation.
Oh, so the one where one has their eyes closed, the other can hear yell that.
Well, they're listening to the spirit box through headphones, Yeah. So
like one can hear, one.
We've been starting that. We've been starting to do that and trying it out, and it's just both times that we did it has produced crazy results for us. So, and we did it at both locations, and those videos are not released yet. But, craziest evidence.
Okay.
With that poor farm that we did, we caught on an SLS camera what appeared to be not so PG rated, but appeared to be a person stand up on a chair and then hang a rope and then hang themselves.
Oh.
And I still have the video recording and everything. And then the owner of the building later messaged us and said that she spoke to the sheriff and there was a suicide in that building by hanging. And we had no idea. We had no idea the history of that place or nothing. So that was pretty crazy. That's a hard question. Best evidence.
Okay. Would you like to move on to the next question, or would you like more time to think?
No, go ahead. Next question.
Okay. So, what is your favorite tools and why?
My body and the spirit box and a digital recorder. My body, I believe I'm sensitive and that I can feel spirit energies, which helps me determine where to go in a location and where to use the spirit box, and it's usually never led me astray with that. The spirit box is probably my favorite, or any ITC device, spirit communication. That's kind of my favorite thing about the whole paranormal is communicating with spirits. And
Mm-hmm.
digital recorder, obviously, there's nothing more exciting than hearing a voice in a room that no one else is in, you know?
Yeah.
Or hearing a voice that isn't yours or any physical person's voice in the room.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what is something you're wanting to get but you haven't got it yet? As in, like, equipment.
That's a good question.
You gotta think.
Definitely, you know, I originally was supposed to have another camera rig, so probably that, but as Justin said, he's in love with his new camera rig. They probably sleep together. It sleeps next to me, okay? We don't sleep together. It sleeps on inside my nightstand. It's fine. But I would probably say like an actual like digital dowsing SOS camera.
Okay.
But they just don't make those anymore, and they're also $1,200.
Okay. So here's a fun question. What are some of your favorite snack foods to eat / take on an investigation?
I like granola bars.
Nice.
The peanut butter ones or the chocolate chip ones.
Oh my god, yes. Peanut butter.
Pringles.
Freaking way.
Yeah. Or peanut butter crackers. Pringles.
What type?
Or I like either honey mustard or barbecue or mesquite.
I like the jalapeno ones.
I just can't. I don't like spicy foods that much.
I can understand that. Like.
And then I like the wheat thins. I like the ranch ones.
Nice.
Or the I think it's the tomato basil ones.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the pizza Pringles? Have you ever had those?
I think I had them once, and they weren't too bad.
Okay. And I'm not sure if this is real, but I saw this picture of turkey-flavored Pringles, apparently.
Gross.
I know, right? I'm not sure if they're actually real or somebody photoshopped it, but...
That's not necessary.
Exactly, like, I'm sorry, that is disgusting. Like, I would rather have the ones that I don't like rather than the frickin' turkey ones. Like, I don't even want to try it.
Yeah, that
like,
just sounds nasty.
Like, no, thank you. Okay. So, what do you do when you get ready for investigation? Like, do you have a routine you go through, or do you just, like, go with it?
So me personally, I always get ready the night before. Get all the memory cards cleared and everything put together, batteries charged. Personally, I like to take vitamins the night before. So I'll take just a array of different vitamins. And then I'll usually take them the day of too. I don't know why. I just feel like it's good to boost your immune system a little bit when going into a location. I feel like it just helps your body and your mentality also. Some locations also have, they're older and have older dust, and so it can make you sicker a little easier, I think. But and as far as actually getting there, just kind of go with how it feels. We don't really have plans or anything. I sold my DVR system, so we don't really have much for setup anymore. It's just a matter of putting batteries in and going versus running a bunch of cables and stuff now. But we'll probably get another DVR system here soon. Just a cheaper one or something. But yeah, just a matter of each location seems to be different, but typically we always start off with how our bodies feel, how we're reacting to certain rooms and certain things. Usually one person on the team is more educated about the location than the rest of the team is, or I don't know, just depends. Different vibes for different places.
Yeah. All right. So, who is all part of your team, and what is their specialty?
So there's me, there's Ashley, which is my girlfriend and soon-to-be mother of my child. There's, sorry, I'm like trying to swallow, but I couldn't. There's Jeff, and he is our equipment person. It's just kind of his thing. He's a very techie person. Justin, who's in the comments, he is our public relations disaster person. No, we don't really have dedicated, things. I mean, I did make a Facebook post a while back about it. And I don't even remember what everybody's positions were in it. Oh, Justin does like the history. He's very quick at finding information and very resourceful, just naturally. So he loves history too. So he kind of just fell into that bracket. Malachi, who is currently in the military and military training, he has an interest in different religions and demonology. So he's kind of our, I don't know necessarily, I don't know if he'd like to be called a demonologist or not, but that's something that he wants to study on.
Yeah.
And then Johnny is our team empath. Don't really like to use the word psychic or medium, but he's very in tune with the spirit world. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everything he feels always ends up being supported by some type of evidence, it seems like. So.
Okay. So.
You said Justin twice at first. Jeff is the technical person.
Did I? That's just that I said Justin twice, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Me, Ashley, Justin, Jeff, Malachi, and Johnny. 6 of us.
Nice. Okay. And Mama Deb in the comments, have you ever left a location because of an uncomfortable feeling?
Yeah, I left Waverly Hills Sanatorium because of an experience I had. It sent me running out crying. And then we left Sally House pretty early because it was just a little bit overwhelming. At least for us, it was just. I definitely feel comfortable using the term playing with fire there. Mm-hmm. Just was a little extreme feeling.
Okay.
And then we kind of did call it quits early-ish at Edinburgh last time we went because of some, in my opinion, threats that were made.
All right.
So just a few times.
Yeah. So I just want to congratulate you and Ashley. So congratulations. So after all those questions, we do have a little reward, and that's a fun game.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody in the comments, if you want to join, go right ahead. So this is called Rapid Fire with Maddie. And I will be timing you.
Okay.
Basically, what you need to do is get through the questions.
Okay.
Stop a watch. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Most scary place that you visited?
Beverly Hills.
Real bacon or that fake bacon?
Real bacon. Thick. Hickory.
Mm-hmm. Ghost hunter or ghost investigator? Which one do you go by?
Paranormal investigator.
Residential or commercial investigator?
Both.
Okay. What is the thing that you're most scared of?
Seeing an apparition or a full-bodied spirit.
Twizzlers or Starburst?
Starburst, strawberry only.
Late nights or early mornings?
Definitely late nights, never early mornings.
Same. Okay. Which do you like better, winter or summer?
The in-between part.
I honestly don't even know. Okay.
Going out of winter and into winter are my favorite parts.
Nice. Soda or pop?
I call it both.
SB7 or nap?
What was that?
SB7 or nap?
Well, apparently for me, both.
Okay. DC or Marvel?
Marvel, definitely.
Dogs or cats?
Well, I have both.
Then just say or. We got you. Action or horror movies?
Horror.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Favorite ice cream?
Vanilla. With
Okay,
caramel.
Nice. Okay. Now the hardest one. Are there human ghosts underwater?
Wow. Sure. I'm sure there could be.
Okay. So your time is 1 minute, 56 seconds, and 42 milliseconds. Ta-da, I did math. Okay. So you did really good. So good job. Okay.
Where does that place me?
Honestly, I should make a bracket. I should literally make a bracket. You know what? I need another whiteboard in here. Because I have the one that's stating all my shows. But I need one to make like a little bracket to see who beat who. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So, before we end the show, would you like to shout out your social medias or where people can find you?
Yeah, you could just look me up on Facebook, Jonah Jones, or you can search on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, Jones Paranormal Research.
Yes.
I think that's all. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Yep. Jones Paranormal Research.
That's some quality right there. Okay.
It is.
You should go check them out for sure.
And then of course we are now on the Video Space Network. And we have one video out with them, and our content with them is free. So you don't have to pay to watch our stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it for everything?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm starting to see the Shadow Man rounding the corner, telling me their time is almost over. So I would really like to thank you for being on and talking with me and the listeners here on Spooby Talk. So you have a wonderful night.
You too. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, no problem. Now for all my listeners out there, I'd really like to say thank you for being with me tonight. My next show will be posted once I know how my softball season goes, because we're still not sure. We have heard that it could start the 1st of June, and if that happens. Sundays at 5 could be tough, so we will see. But I do have some pretty awesome guests in my back pocket ready to come out. So, with that, make sure, if you're not following me, give me a follow at Madison Paranormal Investigation on Facebook, Maddie _paranormal _investigation on Instagram. So for tonight, peace, love, and happiness. And most of all, be spoopy, everyone.